protocolers. We're back online with some more content, some more videos. Today we're going to talk a little bit about what we've had in store, what we have in store, and what we've been working on in the last couple of weeks. So as you guys have seen, we have all 7 superfood chakra drinks. Dad, you want to talk a little bit about what went into the process behind the scenes of making these superfood drinks, you know, some of the health benefits that are in these drinks, and what separates our drinks from, you know, an ordinary smoothie or energy drink.
Right. First of all, I want to say proud of you. Congratulations. And what you did on Instagram and social media was huge. Took a lot of courage and stuff, you know. But these drinks are the real deal, you know. And I'm glad that quite a few people are enjoying them, and they're finding the nutritional value in them, you know. Like they enjoy the taste, you know. But beyond the taste, you have to understand that, you know, they're powered up. They're really powered up with power foods, and that's what we're about. That's what we're trying to do, and that's what we're doing. Is everything that we produce or we make or we do, we want to empower you and our viewers and those who follow and those who want to lead, who want to eventually lead their family, lead their tribe, lead their clan, lead their followers, you know. They're power foods, you know. Sea moss is great. You know, chia seeds. You know, you got ashwagandha. You know, we got vitamin C. You know, we need that vitamin C to repair, for healing, you know, for energy. So there's super power foods in our, not to mention berries. We do berries, a lot of berries. We do acai. We use acai. Mangoes. Just great superfoods in superfood smoothies. So I encourage you, if you guys haven't tried them, get with the program. Get with the 3 King protocol, and try our drinks. You know, hit us up. Say you want to, you know, taste some samples. See where we're giving out some samples, and try them. And you might like them, and you might love them. And they will for sure enhance your abilities, you know. But again, you know, it's not like anything you can do just one time. You know, you have to, you know, make it a habit and drink the drink a few times. You know, if you want to cleanse and get the heavy metals and toxins out of your body and detox, you know, our luminous limeade is great for that. But you know, it'll help you if you drink it just once. But it'll really help you if you get on that plan and you drink it. You go 7 days in, you know. The same with the watermelon wisdom, you know. Go 7 days in, see how you feel, you know. I guarantee that you'll feel much better than you did before you started drinking it. You know, you'll go through a cleansing process. You'll go through, you know, you'll start to feel some energy coming through. You'll release some toxins. So it's great stuff. You know?
Absolutely. Yeah, you talked about, you know, being a leader, you know, helping rule over your body and also rule over your day, helping out, you know, whether it's your daily life with your family, at work, feeling at your best, feeling high energy. And no matter what you do, it all starts with your inside, not only what you put in your body, as you talked about all the superfoods that are in there and the high energy and vitamins, minerals that go into each and every superfood chakra drink. But a part of what separates us and what our mission and what we're doing is, you know, the drinks go beyond just the fruits themselves. They embrace a deeper aspect, a divine aspect that we all have, and each and every one of us are different from one another. You know, I'm going to go through different ups and downs and struggles than you are, and the people watching, you know, your body might react differently than my body and the same as yours. But kind of what inspired me to do that video was kind of to go inside and to be honest with myself. You know, a lot of times we have these voices in our heads. Some voices tell us to do one thing or to lead us the other way, but if you have the ability to be in a space where you can listen to those voices and really feel empowered to follow that voice, and sometimes it can be a scary place. You know, it can seem sometimes daunting, the task, or a lot of pressure. But if you change your perspective on it to say, you know, to change that to be more empowering, and to say, you know what, I see the light, I see the power into that, it can help guide you. And that's what our drinks are really about, not just the superfoods that are in there, but each drink corresponds to a specific energy point in your body, a chakra. We've talked a lot about chakras. You know, chakras start all the way from the base of your spine going up to the crown of your head. And each of these chakras, you will notice, deal with specific emotions, specific body parts in our body that really have an effect on our everyday life. So when you start to, you know, you don't have to be in a dark room by yourself. You can be going for a walk. You can be playing a favorite sport. You can be even sitting down at work. Those are the moments when you pick up on certain energies. You know, it starts really from the second you wake up till the moment you go to sleep, because your energy is always on, you know, as long as we're here. So
I want to piggyback on that. The second you wake up, I think that's very important. That's one of our protocols. The second we wake up, we're giving thanks. We're being appreciative of that we're able to wake up. You know, we rested our body and repaired our body, and we were able to wake up, and we have a new day, a new opportunity to try something, to do something, to accomplish another one of our goals. You know, to make somebody smile, to be happy, to enjoy nature. You know, so each day when we wake up, that's one of our protocols. You wake up with the appreciation. Thank you for allowing me to have another opportunity. And if there's something you want to start, you say, for me, what helps is saying, today is that day. Today is that day that I'm gonna do those push-ups. Today is that day that I'm gonna start exercising. Today is that day that I stop procrastinating. Today is that day. Thank you for allowing me to be here. And I am great. Thank you for allowing me to be great. And that's, starting your day is very important.
when you say you're grateful and you're saying today is that day, what you're doing is you're telling yourself, your higher mind, your subconscious mind, that no matter what I'm going through, I'm able to still feel grateful and be open to my blessings and to be open to new blessings. And when we do that, that's really when we'll see in our life more blessings. Because when we're open to more blessings, that's really when we'll be able to access them on a grand scale. You know, when we talk about the chakras, a lot of times we deal with negativity or negative energy, whether we feel that throughout our body, our mind, our heart. But just by saying some powerful affirmations, I am that I am ready and I am open to receiving, I am forgiving. I forgive myself for all the negativity. I forgive myself for all the things I might have done in the past that hold me back. You know, simple words like that really mean more than just words.
Thank you for blessing me. Thank you for blessing me.
And notice, be conscious when you say these words, how you're feeling. Do you really feel that way? And sometimes you got to say them a couple more times to actually feel it. You know, at first it might seem silly. You know, it may sound like, oh, this isn't really how I feel. But notice in your body the change. Notice the energy shift. When you become grateful and you forgive yourself, it's more than just words. It's actually has to deal with, you know, opening your possibilities.
Manifesting there, you know. You start to manifest. Thank you for blessing me. I am blessed. And then once you see that, once you keep saying that, like I keep saying that, thank you for blessing me, I am blessed. And I see an example of me being blessed, you know. That's me manifesting almost, you know. It's just saying, you know, thank you for blessing me. I'm blessed. And I keep continuing to see reasons and things where that's true, where I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be here with this guy right here, you know. I'm blessed to feel the sun on my skin. you know, to breathe this air. I'm blessed. Thank you for blessing me, you know. And once you keep what you focus on becomes your reality, you know. So if I'm out here and I'm playing a victim, you know, with that victim mentality and saying, you know, this one did this to me and I can't do that because of this and that and whatever, that's what you're going to be manifesting, more of that, you know.
Absolutely. We experience more of the things that we are. So we have to question and ask ourselves, who really are we and who do we want to be? You know, your low moments don't define you. We have to separate, you know, sometimes the negative things that happen in our lives, the beliefs, the moments, from the actual essence of who we are. You know, we're so much more than sometimes.
So much more.
Yeah, so
We're so great, so powerful. We are everything. We are kings. We are gods. We are
yes,
part of all of that is in you. We are the universe.
absolutely. Our platform, our business, who we are and what we're all about is uplifting others by uplifting ourselves. It all starts within, but then that transcends and helps, you know, your loved ones. Everybody who you encounter, you're gonna uplift because you are this ball of energy, you know, a stack of atoms just all together, and you know, that's why when somebody walks into a room, you pick up on that energy. It's a real thing. You know, when somebody else is speaking negatively or is just in a low vibration, you will pick up on that physically, mentally. So, you know, that's the first step, knowing that you have control of your own thoughts, you know, taking back your thoughts and then putting those good vibrations out into the world, and being, you know, that king or queen that you were meant to be, you know. And sometimes
Yeah, like you said too, also, I think it's important, you know, I feel like we have the answers. The answers are all in us. If there's the answers out here in the universe and we're part of the universe, then the answers are in us, and all we have to do is basically become still or tune in, and then the answers will come to us. We just have to trust in our feelings that the answer is the right way to go. And even if it's a little bit off and it's not, you go with it and you learn from it, and then you tweak it, you know. So but it's important for you to sit and listen, to feel what your body is telling you, what your mind is telling you. A lot of times throughout the day we have a lot of thoughts that go through our mind. A lot of them are negative, but it's important if you start to understand that a lot of your thoughts may become negative, maybe subconscious thoughts, but to control them, to say, you know what, I'm not going to act on that thought, or you know what, I'm not going to stay on that thought. I'm going to change that thought and I'm going to change it into something positive and go that way. You know, so listening to yourself, you have to take the time to listen to yourself, to feel what your body is telling you to do, you know, or to, you know, how you feel, you know. So that's important.
absolutely. And you know, you're talking about creating your reality, and the powerful affirmation, when you speak it out into the world, and you get more of that. You know, we grow up, a lot of times we judge certain things, and we have opinions on lots of different things because we're all different people, right? But a lot of times we don't realize that we're only experiencing more of those negative things that we are judging so much. You know, if I'm a person who just hates and really just lives with anger about you know, people who litter, and I'm just consumed by that, you know, I'm gonna actually experience more times in my life, I'm gonna see people littering. I'm gonna be more conscious of that. Or if I'm always focused on, you know, negativity, and this group of people are so racist, and look how racist this world is. We need to fix that. You know, whatever I'm focusing on, you know, even though my mind or my heart might feel like I'm in the right, you have to realize that, you know, when you choose love, when you decide to be grateful, you're always going to experience more of that, and you're always going to be right in a certain way. You're always going to feel empowered.
Yeah, and you got to understand as well. It's like people hear about manifesting, and I'm not sure what everybody's thoughts are on it, but the same way when people talk about, hey, I'm gonna get that new car, I'm gonna get that, I'm gonna hit the lottery or whatever, and they believe it and they keep saying it, to a certain extent. If they keep saying it and keep doing it, they're gonna manifest some extent that. But it goes in the same way of negativity. You can manifest good things and you can manifest bad things. You can have good karma, you can have bad karma, you can have, so I think it's important to stay focused on what your body's telling you, but also what you're telling yourself and what you're telling others. Because we've mentioned this before, the words we speak are very powerful. So sometimes we're still in practice too. I may say something, and Michael, my son here, will correct me and say, you know what, it's maybe think about it this way or say it this way. And I'll do the same. Sometimes we catch ourselves, sometimes we catch each other, and that's part of the process. That's part of correcting ourselves and leveling up and owning up to our mistakes, and knowing that we're great. We're great. No matter how many mistakes we make, we can always come back from it.
Right. And being open to those blessings, being open to criticism, it can all help you. It can all help you.
Criticism killed the cat. No, yeah. So this journey where we're on, I personally want to travel. I want to travel in many different ways, many different aspects, and I feel like I could travel further with less. Of course, with less baggage, you can travel further, probably faster, however you want to see it. So there's things that I feel I need to get rid of and not hold on to, that's holding me down from moving forward, traveling, moving forward, pivoting. So those are the things that I'm attempting to notice each day, the things that don't serve me, that don't serve my purpose, that doesn't serve my mission, and take those things into consideration and say, I might want to have a lazy day or a heavy cupcake or something like that, but then I have to say, how is this serving my mission? Is this getting me closer or is this putting me further away? So
yeah. You talked about being taking accountability. A lot of times before, you talked about how sometimes in society different people might pass the blame to other generations or point the finger, but realizing part of the conscious journey is realizing how much of a role we play in our own life, and how really everybody here is connected on a divine level, meaning that no matter what circumstance you find yourself in, whether it be positive or negative, in your point of view, you had a role in it. And a lot of times that may to many people seem very stressful or almost daunting, that fact of oh man, I had a role in this. But in reality, it can also be very relieving. It can be great for you. It can actually relieve a lot of tension on your body, your mind, and it can be powerful. And you'll notice a lot of whether it's synchronicities or like things that happen in your life that are positive in a very short amount of time, when you take the time to take accountability. Now that's something you have to consistently do on a daily basis, just like anything in practice. But if you just do it once, you start when you come back from work one day, or you decide to wake up in the morning and say, whatever has been stressing me this whole week, whether it was something that happened at work, whether it was a family member who kind of got on my nerves or hurt my feelings, or maybe it was something from my childhood that I'm still kind of never got over because of, for whatever reason, whether it was your fault or not, or maybe you had nothing to do with it in reality, take that time to say, you know what, I'm going to be accountable, and I'm going to forgive myself and forgive whoever else is involved, not necessarily because they're deserving of being forgiven or to forgive that person, but just watch how powerful it does to you. Forgive them for you, because at the end of the day, you know, whatever happens on the outside is happening really on the inside. Whatever's happening on the macro is happening on the micro. You know, it's the ancient old saying, as above, so below, as within, so without. So really, to have the power to forgive others by forgiving yourself, you know, and watch the blessings, watch the benefits come back to you.
Thank you for blessing me. Thank you for blessing us. You know, I think that's very powerful, man. When you take accountability, again, you hold yourself accountable. That's a hard thing, because it's putting more weight on you. But it's just like, you know, you're working out. You're putting more weight on your body. But after a while, you feel like, okay, I can handle this now, you know? And once you're like, okay, I can handle this, it's a great feeling. You know, I got this. Now you go into another place, another problem, another obstacle, and it may be harder, and you say, you know what? I remember I could do this. I got over that. You know, I could get over this, you know? So you put in those steps, you know? So holding yourself accountable is very hard, but I think it's very important, and it's a huge step in leveling up and empowering yourself, you know? And here's a question, is who owns you? Who owns you? Who tells you what to do? Who makes you do what you do? Now, the other question is, who do you want to be owned by? You know, do you want to be free? You know, do you want to tell yourself what you can do and what you can't do? Do you want to instill in yourself, you know, that the good habits and things like that, you know, because a lot of times we pick up bad habits, and not that we know of, you know, we just pick up bad habits, or we pick up negative thoughts, negative vibes, and sometimes those things get attached to us, and we don't know how to detach from them. So you have to find a way to detach from that negative thought, that negative connection, that thought, that feeling that you are powerless, that you can't make a difference, you know? So again, like, if you feel like you don't want to be a slave, you don't want to be owned by someone or something, you know, you have to find a way to detach and become powerful, because you are powerful. You know, like, you know, if you're either religious or you're spiritual, you may have heard, you know, there's a God out here, and God is everywhere, and God is within you. So if God is everywhere and God is within you, then who are you? You're part of what? You're some percentage of what? You know, so if you have a percentage of greatness, of the Creator in you,
Right.
you could be doing a percentage of creating yourself, creating a better path, a better way, a better thinking, a better situation, a better environment, you know? So you have the power.
Right. A lot of times we see, you know, the big moments in our life. You know, each and every one of us, I know people who have great goals, and we all, in our own perspective, we want to do great things. But sometimes we don't exactly know how to get there, or feel always like we're doing great things. But we got to realize that if everything is connected, and God, that source creator, that creation is in every little thing. It's in the trees behind us. It's in the grass. It's in the air you breathe. It's in the water. You know, then we start to really be more conscious and more grateful for all the little things, because a lot of times we want to experience the energy and the frequency of those great goals that we have, but we have to first also be grateful for the little things, because at the end of the day, those little things add up. And those things are just as important as the great things. So giving yourself that grace and being proud of yourself, almost being thankful and rewarding yourself for the little things that you do that aren't so little. You know, don't wait till you lose 50 pounds, or you run a 10K mile, you're able to train and run a 10K mile to reward yourself, or to have that energy within you that makes you feel unstoppable. Do that same thing when you're able to run for 5 minutes. Do the same thing when you lose 5 pounds, or give yourself that same energy when you wake up, regardless of how you feel. And then from there, you can only go up, you know? So if you want to travel the world, you know, maybe it starts by just traveling outside and taking that first step around the neighborhood. Maybe you just need to go for a walk, and that walk will give you that energy and that empowerment, that gratitude to be like, hey, if I could do this, then maybe I could travel some more. Maybe I could see the whole world. But you have to be able to give the same power and energy to the little things before, you know, doing those great grand things.
I just want to touch on that because a lot of people talk about traveling, and they talk about they want to travel and everything. I think one of the most important destinations that we should all seek to travel to is within. You know, you have to take the time, pack your bags, unpack your bags, but go traveling inside. You know, sit in that silence, or sit in a little meditative drumming. Listen to the bowls, or whatever puts you at ease. You know, so you have to find something that puts you at ease and travel inside and see those issues, see those problems that arise, and figure out, you know, how to get by them, get over them, get through them, you know. And again, it's not easy, it takes practice, but the more you practice anything, the better you're gonna get at it, right? So I feel like you take 2 minutes a day to sit in silence, do some meditative breathing, and breathe. Your body's gonna tell you what it needs. It's gonna say, hey, you need to just relax, lay down. Your body's gonna say you really need to go for a walk, or you need to do some strengthening exercises. You need to stop thinking this way, or something like. It's gonna come to you. You have to believe that all the answers. There's nothing new under the sun, they say, right? So everything that's out here, everything that's been thought of, is out here already. Even if you haven't heard it, seen it, felt it, whatever, it's out here. You just have to find a way to connect with it, you know? And that's the traveling that I feel like it's most important. Before you travel up or anywhere else, you have to travel inside. You know, before, it's kind of like a tree growing its roots, you know. Before it pops out of the ground and grows sky high, it has to go deep inside of the ground, you know, to grab those nutrients, to get its foundation firm,